Hotel 49, looks like they'll be landing down south of that dark spot on the finger there. We'll try to aim towards the, just to the right of the finger as we go in.
617, last round splash. Over.
Flash last round.
Spartan 68, star yellow 1, fly out.
This is 686 again, over.
We're 5 minutes out.
Last round's on the ground, over.
The Huey became the symbol of U.S. combat forces in Vietnam. In country, more than 12,000 helicopters served alongside of our troops. The 7,000 Hueys that served flew about 10 million hours. At home, millions watched them fly on nightly news reports.
Before the Vietnam conflict, infantry soldiers have always been called upon to march into war. But now, with the new concept of air mobility, units of the 1st Cavalry Division, Air Mobile at An Khê, and other infantry units in Vietnam are being airlifted into battle by helicopters.
The Huey is an iconic image of the Vietnam era and a fitting display at the Vietnam Era Museum and Educational Center. After spending more than 2 decades outside at Fort Dix, New Jersey, this Huey is currently under restoration by a crew of veterans. A group of veteran volunteers, many of them Vietnam-era helicopter pilots and maintenance technicians, began the restoration of the 1964 Bell UH-1D Huey helicopter. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial Foundation took possession of the 1964 Bell UH-1D Iroquois helicopter, also known as the Huey. Our Huey, serial number 64-13732, served 2 tours in Vietnam. From October 1966 through September 1967, it served with the 116th Assault Helicopter Company, the Yellow Jackets, at Cu Chi in support of the 25th Infantry Division. It then served with the 118th Assault Helicopter Company, called the Thunderbirds, from November 1968 through February 1970 at Bien Hoa. During its service in Vietnam, our Huey logged more than 3,000 flight hours, saving countless lives and providing daily support for our troops. Throughout the spring and summer of 2013, the crew has been hard at work preparing this Huey for display out in front of the Vietnam-era museum. Our restoration crew has logged more than 900 hours so far. This project is unique in that our Huey is being restored by a crew of veterans for display at the only museum in the country dedicated to gaining an understanding of the Vietnam era, the war in Southeast Asia, and its lasting impact on American culture. Your support will ensure that the contributions of the Huey and the men and women who flew in them will never be forgotten. Our goal is to display this restored Huey and create a rich, interactive museum experience. They will be dedicated in May 2014, which marks our Huey's 50th birthday. Here it will be a fitting tribute to all who have served our country, as well as a unique and historically important teaching tool for the thousands of students and visitors who experience the memorial and museum each year. You know, there is a common bond among all veterans. This project has once again brought them together, working towards an important goal, the restoration of a Huey that served in Vietnam. They understand that their work will preserve their legacies and leave a lasting impression on all who experience our Huey. We need your help to complete this project. Your support will enable us to construct the Huey's Plaza and Display Foundation outside of the Vietnam-era museum in the fall of 2013. It will help us relocate the Huey to the museum grounds and install it as a permanent display. It will also help create an interactive museum experience and field trip activities that will complement our displayed Huey. Your support will ensure that the contributions of the Huey and the men and women who flew in them will never be forgotten. You can support this project right now by visiting our website. You can also purchase a paver along the Huey Plaza walkway.